Hello everyone, my name is Tongsly, and welcome to a new reaction video. And this one is about the coming of Overwatch 2. This is the announced cinematic trailer of 0 Hour. I am excited to see all of the new upcoming things that's going to be coming to either the original game, or this could be just a completely new game, because sometimes that's how games normally are. Like, there's the first game, and then the second version of the game becomes a completely new thing. But who knows, this might just be a patch, not a big massive game expansion that just overlaps as the original, and Overwatch will no longer be Overwatch, it'll be Overwatch 2. But with that being said, let's get into this, and then we'll talk about opinions from me about the trailer and what's to come. Go. Okay. This definitely looks like a mobile transport with everything shaking around. Yeah, it's a mobile transport. It's an aerial transport, actually. I can tell from how the interior is designed. That, and also I don't hear any vehicles outside.
Winston?
What's on your mind, May?
Do we have enough people for this mission?
As long as we stick together, we'll be fine.
Winston's a good father figure to new recruits.
If you're going to show, now would be a good time.
Attention! This is your captain speaking. We are on final approach to Paris.
I'm also noticing...
That's our cue.
You may now power on your electronic devices. Weather is mostly cloudy, and 100% chance of...
I'll say what I have
null
to say
sector
after.
invasion. Winston, clear as a spot to land. We'll be right behind you.
You better be.
Why is null sector attacking now?
I don't know, May. But the people down there need help. And right now, we are all they've got. Bonjour, officer. We're here to help.
C'était un singe?
Good work, May.
Thanks! Watch your back!
Get the civilians to the ship.
You got it! What was that?
Take cover!
May, stay with me! Winston!
May.
She needs help. We can't stay here.
Tracer, get everyone out of here. I'll hold the line.
But you said to stick together.
Don't worry. I'll be right behind you.
You'd better be.
Let's get you back in the fight. Interlock shields! How are we going to stop this thing?
May, your backpack!
Huh? That could work! Trissa, pulse bomb! Here you go!
This is getting hot!
Ready!
Come on!
Right! Got it!
Victory is ours, my friends!
Hi, Lena. Brigitte? Oh my gosh, you've grown! Oh, everyone, this is May. Hi, everyone.
Nice to meet you.
Reinhardt.
Good to have you on board.
Thank you.
Monsieur, does this mean Overwatch is back?
Yes. Yes, we are.
So, I loved that cinematic. That was an awesome cinematic trailer. And I love how each cinematic they show, it makes it feel more and more like it's like an upcoming releasing movie as well. I would love if there was an Overwatch movie, but I digress. So, what we learned from watching all this. First off, all of the characters, if I can go to the right scene for each one, I'd say a good example would be back at the beginning. I am noticing a little bit of, like, upgraded, like, gear they're wearing, first off. And, like, it's looking like each character is, like, being given, like, all this, like, new equipment, because I don't think I've seen like, it's been a while since I played Overwatch, but if I recall, Winston's armor was, like, pure white. I didn't remember seeing any of this, like, stuff added to it, but maybe I just, like, overlooked that. And we're also seeing Nullsect completely, like, redesigned. Like, as we know, Nullsect from before, their robots were all mainly, like, black and purple colored, and now we have these designs of all these, like, new Null Sector robots. And they're given, like, all these, like, new weapons that we've never seen before, that the Null Sect, like, from the first game, never had. And, as well, we got to see an amazing, like, an amazing part of this whole scene, to me, was when, right about here, if I can get it to the part, here we go. Reinhardt and Brigade combined their shields and made a massive wall. So, what I'm getting at is, from seeing Brigitte and Reinhardt combine their shields, and as well May and Tracer combining Tracer's quantum bomb and her backpack into this big, like, liquid nitrogen bomb. I'm wondering if one of the major things that's also going to be added to Overwatch 2 is if players can combine, like, abilities with other players. That's something that I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be a thing in this compared to the first Overwatch game. And they also have this website, which is also how I've found out about this whole thing upcoming. Like, I saw, like, information posted about Overwatch, looking up some random things. I found out, like, yesterday, like, a few hours ago, around, like, 7 to, like, maybe 9 p.m., I found out about this. And they talked about, like, all of this new things that's going to be coming to Overwatch 2. So, let us showcase as well. I am not typing right. Let's showcase as well this new, like, exploration of Overwatch 2 on their website, which is right here. Explore now. And right here we're seeing a look at the new coming Overwatch 2. And it looks like, of course, they're bringing all the characters, but they're all having, like, this, like, new gear and equipment, as well as keeping what they originally had. And I really like how they, like, did Reinhardt right here. Let's see, we got team versus team. They're going to be adding a new game mode, which is a new map as well, which is Push. In Push, a new symmetrical map type that will launch with Overwatch 2. Team battle to take control of a robot that begins in a central location, then push it towards the enemy base. Either team may take control of the robot at any time, and the team that pushes the robot furthest onto the enemy side wins the game. So this is like a tug-of-war game mode. Like, it's all about, like, who can, like, get the robot farthest to the opposite team's end before the other, while they're both trying to fight over the same robot. So it's like tug-of-war, but backwards. Instead of trying to pull it farther to your side to the enemy team loses, you're trying to push it to the enemy side to get it farther than the other. And of course, we have ever-evolving multiplayer, a bigger world, take the battle to new iconic international locations, from the control streets of Rio de Janeiro. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm not good with other languages still. Like, maybe one day. to the scenic splendor of Gothenburg. New faces. Overwatch 2 will add new heroes to the roster, shaking up competitive play and creating opportunities for bold new strategies. And we kind of already got like a glimpse of a new character from them finally introducing. From what I've seen in the forums, people have been wanting Echo to be a playable character, and in this it looks like it's finally happening. Echo is now going to be a playable hero in Overwatch 2. So, how she plays right now, she's able to fly around similar to Mercy and Pharah. So, we're going to be seeing another aerial-based combatant. She has, like, these attacks where there's, like, blasters, and she can fire these, like... It looks like they were made of, like, pure, like, hard light energy from before that she fired on these... null sector robots over here. They like stuck to them onto the ground and to their body parts, and then it exploded like a depth charge. So I'm interested to seeing like what other abilities, as well as maybe her ultimate is gonna be. Especially, I would like if she had like an ultimate, like, for example, like opinion wise, let's say her ultimate was called Interface, where maybe she can like buff allies. That would be pretty cool in my opinion. Then we're also seeing like little imageries here of the new maps. We got Toronto, and I really like the color of the trees they did here. This is just like another urban area, but it's all completely cold. And really like the statue here too. I'm really loving like that they're adding like a bunch of more iconic maps so that we can get like a more big feeling to the story and lore of Overwatch. And let's check a look at another one. Gothenburg. I love that. I love the scenery. Statue. Very old style statue of just using the regular iron and like copper metals. And then we got Ironclad Industry. Never heard of that one, but very interesting building. I'm wondering if we can be able to like... I'm wondering if like the inside of some of the buildings we see will, of course, just like other maps, we'll be able to like maybe like interact and go inside of. Maybe that's where like a defense point is, or some things like that. And then we have Monte Carlo, which this is a nighttime themed map. And I love, like, this is one thing I really like about a lot of games like Overwatch is these gorgeous views. Like, these views to me, it touches me in a place in my heart because I love gorgeous scenic views like these. It's so beautiful. We got a building right here. Can't really tell what that is. It looks like it might be a type of motel. And this has the statue of that famous robot singer that I remember was seen in one of Overwatch's maps. So I'm guessing either this is a museum or maybe this is like some fancy building in honor of her. It looks to be, who knows. We'll have to see more when we get into that. We also got co-op missions, so we're going to have the game compared to the original Overwatch. It seems they're going to be focusing more on allowing it to have both PvP and PvE play without them having to be events. Like, because we have right here action-packed story missions. Play an active role in the next chapter of the Overwatch saga through a series of intense 4-player missions. Fight back against Null Sector, uncover the motives behind the Omnic attacks, and confront a rising wave of new threats. Replayable hero missions. The battle continues with hero missions as escalating crisis breaks out around the world. Encounter an even-changing era of scenarios with a range of diverse and dangerous enemies. Level up your favorite heroes and earn powerful customization options to help beat the odds. So we can now be able to customize and upgrade our characters. So I would love to see if like we can use these as well in the PvP modes. And before we continue on, I also just realized there's like more that we can look into right here. So we got like some images right here of the types of story modes. And it looks like right here we can have a turret? Or is that just like another skin of Bastion? It could be a skin of Bastion's. Let's see. There we got new images right here. The new outfit for Genji I really like. He has like an urban street ninja like look. Though I'm hoping we could like choose to have the hood up or not. Because I'm not saying I don't like his helmet, but I do like how when we first saw him in the video here, like he had his hood up, which was right here, is a good example right here. Like, I love that. Like, he had, like, a form of mystery to him, but I'm hoping that's, like, a thing we could choose. Like, we could choose, like, additional cosmetics that can, like, that interacts with the outfit that we're wearing, allowing us to be like, oh, like, for Genji, maybe I want his hood to be up all the time. Maybe I don't want him to have his hood down. And if other players want the hood down, then they can have the hood down. And then we got this thing right here that looks like a... Okay, so... But it looks of both the first one's third row image and the second... It looks like we also get to have, like... Maybe, like... power-ups? It's up to you and your friends to stop Null Sector, the elite forces of Talon, and other enemies of Overwatch from carrying out their plans. Each enemy faction features a unique mix of units with their own strategies and strengths, challenging you to adapt your approach every time you play. So, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing, like, what the new Null, not only, like, all the Null Sector robots, but, like, I would also like to see what, like, Talon and other possible upcoming enemy factions is. And with the Sound of the Game mode, I'm also hoping that in the new game mode, because it talked about pushing to opposite bases, I would love if they did, like, a randomizing thing where one team represents Overwatch and the other team represents Blackwatch. I would kind of love to see Blackwatch make a comeback compared to how they did in their, like, story, where, like, as we know in the story mode event, it was Reaper and the others pretty much being, like, a covert ops thing, but now they're doing all these, like, bad deeds, killing people and all this, like, horrible stuff, that I'm hoping they make, like, maybe, like, Blackwatch act like they're, like, the enemy faction, like, player team. Like, your base shows and represents that you're in the Overwatch base, and the other one's, like, Blackwatches, but that's completely my own self-opinion. We also have the before and after appearance right here of all the so far shown characters. So, right here we have Lucio from Overwatch, and then Lucio in Overwatch 2. So, he's definitely changed himself compared to how he used to look. Like, he went from this, like, almost like a classic civilian style with, like, these high-tech, like, leg servo, like, gliding hard light skates to these new modified versions, and he's also wearing what looks to be, like, more additional armor and augments, and he also changed his hair. Let's see, Mercy before, still like her before look, and then after she has a different hairstyle. I'm really liking this. Like, they did some really nice, like, changes as well, not only to, like, the characters' possible new abilities, but also their appearances as well. Let's see, we got Reinhardt. And we can definitely see a little bit of change from before and after for his shield. Like this little lion shield he has right here. And he's also went with new colors. And now he fights, by the looks of it, without his helmet. Or you can maybe choose to make him have the helmet on or not. Because I know before in the trailer, we did see him pop out with his helmet. Like right about... No. Come on, where is it? A little more. Right here. Like, right here, he has his helmet on with that armor. So, it definitely seems like the new thing they're going to do is they're going to allow us to, like, choose, like, oh, maybe you want your headgear on, or maybe you don't want it on. Maybe it's, like, a whole thing that people can do now uniquely compared to other players, which I would love to see. And let's bring it over here again, and we're going to look at Winston. Winston 4. Yeah, like, see, as I said, like, his armor before was all white. Like, not completely, like, pure white. It does have the gray parts, but you guys know what I mean. Like, there was none of the new stuff that they added in here. Like, he has, like, completely new upgraded gear. He's never had this, like, little wrist-mounted touchpad before. He has a new headgear piece. And he's also grown his facial hair by the looks of it. Like, you can see very closely, his facial hair was, like, a short, rugged look, and now it's went to, like, a more longer, smoother, like, more kept look. And he even changed his jetpack. It went from this, like, kind of like a rectangular, clunky-looking design to being, like, this smooth, modified version. And, let's see, Tracer before, and then Tracer after. Changed her wrist gauntlets, as well as her, by the looks of it, her short top piloting coat. She changed that. She changed her pants leggings, but they're still the same color, which is orangish. It's just different style. She's wearing pants that, to me, it kind of makes her look like a... I didn't mean to right-click. She looks like she's, like a racer, like, with these types of pants on. Because when you look at these... it kind of almost looks like a track racer, but when you look at these, this has like a more sporting look to them. So I really like that. They also updated like the goggles and like the textures of her hair for the lighting. I really love how they did that. And then of course we got Genji using his regular full body cybernetic exosuit, and he goes from that to having this awesome looking urban street ninja look. Like, we look at this, he looks completely like a cybernetic ninja, and now he's like a more now time, like, street, like, knowledged ninja. Like, of course, now time is, we're not that high tech in real life, but you guys know what I mean, lore wise. It looks really cool to me. And then we got May. Changes in her outfit, no doubt. This is the before. Then we got after. New boots, new designs, and like additional like components as well as decorations to her entire outfit. And it looks like the robot companion from before and after. She made it a little bit more bulky, because you see right here, it's kind of slightly smaller than the original because of some of the added components. And of course, she got rid of this hairpin piece, and now she's wearing this new like hairpin with a frontal hairpin to go. So, what else can we look into that's interesting? Let's see, maybe what's next? Like, is there anything that'll like tell us about like those things we saw, like the turret and the healing station? I might have overlooked it. I'll re-look at that in just a sec. Keep your collections. Your accomplishments and loot collections will be carried forward to Overwatch 2. That means you'll keep your skins, player icons, sprays, emotes, and more. Current Overwatch players will battle side by side with Overwatch 2 players in PvP multiplayer. They'll also be able to play Overwatch 2 heroes and maps. Okay, so that answers my question from the beginning, that this looks like it's just going to be... Overwatch 2 is going to replace Overwatch. And we'll still have the looks and appearances of the original characters with the new characters, but we're going to be getting like all these additions, like the ability to upgrade and such. And then, of course, we have like the entire list here of the story modes. Got Omni Crisis, and got the Overwatch Established, the Fall of Overwatch, the Recall, and then Overwatch 2, where Overwatch makes a comeback. Let's see, how do I go back from here? Oh, here we go. I'm trying to see if like maybe there's something here that can like tell us more about the the turrets and such, because they were talking about it. Oh, right here. It said it all in white right here. That's my mistake. Leveling up your gameplay with items. So it looks like we're going to be getting, like, items to go with us for probably only the PvP mode. Oh, no, PvE mode, I mean, not PvP. I'm hoping we're able to use these as well in PvP, though. Because can you imagine, like, adding strategy to the game where, like, not only can you use this in PvE, but, like, say, like, you don't have, like, a healer in a certain area, then someone who has this equipped, they could just slap that down and heal their allies, because this is none of their, like, abilities or gear, and they didn't show Soldier 76 or any of them in here, so it's not their stuff. It just seems to be diverse items. So I feel like this, like, no doubt this is going to be a thing for PvE, but it looks like this could be an interesting thing if they also plan on putting it in PvP. But so far, it doesn't seem like they are yet, unless we see future screenshots of the turret and the healing station being used in PvP. And also we're seeing some more really cool cinematic screenshots here of the Null Sector robots, and they've really upgraded. So overall, I'm definitely looking forward to playing this, and upon its release, I will definitely live stream it, because I will want to showcase both, like, how the PvP plays compared to the original, as well as I would love to see the new PvE and give that a try, because I am liking the looks of this new PvE mode, and I'm hoping there's some really cool outfits we can get. I'm hoping that they continuously update this. Let me read this quickly, because I didn't read this yet. Overwatch 2 evolves the look and feel of the world with more dynamic environments, large-scale battles, additional in-game storytelling events, and improved atmospheric effects and shadows. Heroes in Overwatch 2 will also have a brand new look with greater detail and higher fidelity. So they are going to be showing off more heroes to come of having a new look. I'm looking forward to how they make Bastion look, because I will say right here, and it's probably obvious from my past streams, I'm a Bastion mage. I love playing Bastion. I don't care if people, like, talk about, oh, he's an easy character, so of course he's easy to play. You can't really, like, do anything meta with him and stuff like that. Like, I've seen meta players as Bastion, okay? And I'm one of them that I'm decent as Bastion. I'm not, like, amazing that I never die, and everyone always at some points in games, they will die, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm good at Bastion. I love playing Bastion. I'm hoping with, like, these new character, like, appeals, we also, like, get, like, maybe, like, additional or, like, new arrays of abilities. I'm looking forward to see, like, how they maybe, like, might change abilities or not. We're just gonna have to see upon when Overwatch 2 hits. And other than that, I'm actually all out of time for this video, but look forward to when I stream Overwatch 2 upon the day of its release. I will try my best to keep track of when Overwatch 2 releases so that I can be able to showcase and do a live stream of Overwatch 2, and I'll see if I can get, like, a good number of friends to join along the way for that day. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell so that you guys can stay notified of the content that uploads onto my channel, and stay notified of when my live stream for Overwatch 2 hits, when Overwatch 2 hits. So, there's no other way to explain this. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.
It's delicious.